This is Rockslapping Champions. Player 1, playing Phoenix. We have Jimson. And player 2, playing Mengsk. We have Drake. So, let's have a look at the masteries while the players get set up. Both these players are non-mastery level commanders. They are on their way to leveling their prestiges. Phoenix, I believe, is level 8, I think, and Mengsk is level 6. So Mengsk has all the tools that he needs to be able to deal with the attack waves and using his Earth Splitter play, which is a staple on Oblivion Express. So the most important upgrades here for Mengsk are the ability to use Contaminated Strike as frequently as possible. And that comes from the Amplified Airwaves upgrade. And you can see that Mengsk is also using the Toxic Tyrant Prestige, so he's going to be pretty well off on this mission. Earth Splitter play is pretty much the best kind of play that you can get on Oblivion Express, especially if you're dealing with ground composition. Now Phoenix, on the other hand, has picked the Akundalar Prestige. And again, a very powerful Prestige for Phoenix. It allows Phoenix to be able to solo attack waves. It allows him to be able to delete enemy bases without really struggling. Very powerful Prestige, and I will be the first to admit that I was wrong about my thoughts on this Prestige when I first saw it. I thought it was pretty bad, but after playing it a little bit, it is actually really strong if it is used correctly. The only catch is that you have to use Phoenix as soon as he is up. And that can get a little bit hectic because he's around for about 50% of the game time. So, you know, you use one suit, you micro him, you use the other suit, you micro him, and then you go back and you do some more macro, and it does get a little bit tricky throughout the course of the game, especially when you're trying to macro your army as well, but you can get a lot of good mileage for it. So, Kaldalis, already over here, swiping away at these rocks. And remember, the Phoenix is only level 8, so he doesn't really have access to all the cool stuff that he would normally have, but he is slowly taking up along the way. What do we have up for Mengsk? We have some stuff here. We have some research coming up, and we have the Orbital Trooper Drop Pods upgrade, which I guess is okay, but Mengsk has also put down another command center over here, and no command center on his expansion, so he's going to be a little bit delayed in getting his expansion out. The other thing I've also realized is that he's not getting his Amplified Airwaves upgrade, which means, you know, he's not built his factory and no starport here, so he's not getting the extra mandate generation that he should try and usually rush at the start of the game. So we have some more helpful troopers here now that are attacking with Kaldalis. They're going to help Kaldalis finish rock slapping, and Phoenix gets dropped over here and promptly deletes the attack wave. Now I think that is a little bit of an overkill for Phoenix. He has used his Arsenal Overcharge and used his ability to clear that attack wave, and that might not have been very ideal because you can use the Solarite Dragoon for dealing with the train. And I would have much rather see the Praetor armor suit be used instead of the Solarite Dragoon, and they use the Solarite Dragoon for dealing with the attack wave. And now we have another enlistment center coming up over here. So we have 3 enlistment centers all ready for Mengsk, and still no factory and no starport. So what do we have in production? We have another bunker coming up. Mengsk actually has plenty of supply, so I'm not really sure why he's putting down another supply bunker, but now he's up to 66 supply, which I guess is okay. And Kaldalis here, you will have to try and solo deal with this. Now, I think the Solarite Dragoon might be out in time, yeah. So we have the Praetor armor here. Praetor armor is going to go ahead and delete the escort wave. And whatever damage the Phoenix can do is going to be extra damage the Phoenix can do throughout the course of this, using a little bit of the Whirlwind. And now we have the Zerg call down for Mengsk. I do not know if that was necessary. I do not think Phoenix needed any assistance in dealing with this attack wave. And now we are dealing with the train. And now we have another attack wave on the way. So we have Dallas and Kaldalis already out and ready to go. And we also have the Empowered Blades upgrade out for Phoenix. So he will be able to deal a little bit of splash damage. These Zealots are going to try and get a wrap around Kaldalis. Kaldalis is going to have none of it. The sentries are trying to stop the attack here. And Phoenix is just going to promptly go ahead and delete that attack wave. Again, I think that might have been an overkill. You can see how it's kind of staggered. Like, the Solar Dragoon is not available when it needs to be, and again, that attack wave could have been handled by the Praetor armor. So I think Phoenix might have gotten the opposite order to what he wanted. And we have another enlistment center on the way. This is weird. We have a factory out for Mengsk, which I guess is okay. But also, I've realized that Mengsk has not cleared his expansion. His his thing is just sitting over here, and it's not over here where it should be, and the rocks are here when they should not be there. And that is also really, really interesting. So we have Kaldas and a few Legionnaires already ready to deal with the next terrain wave. And what is Mengsk doing, and what is he looking at? He's looking at his bunkers. He's loaded a few of his bunkers here. The enemy composition is Towering Walkers, which is okay. There are a few Immortal and a few Colossi in this attack wave. And he is... Why is he producing... Why did he not float the command centers over? And he's building another command center. So instead of floating this over, he's built another command center over here. I guess he wants to reach saturation quickly? This is so odd. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Command center, and then another command center built over here. I'm so confused right now as to what is going on. And now finally Mengsk has put down 2 starports. Okay, not 1 but 2. He's putting down another engineering bay, even though he's not producing out of the first one. Oh, he's putting down 3 starports. Never mind. Never mind me. What do I know about playing StarCraft? It's actually 3 starports, not 2. And what is he going to do? I think he wants to line up his attack upgrades and his armor upgrades together. But this thing is just so odd. He even hasn't cleared his gas rocks yet. Okay, now he's clearing his gas rocks with a bunch of dudes. That's okay. And yeah, we have 3 starports, and I think they've all been queued up on this one guy, which is, again, really, really inefficient. Like, if you want to build your 3 starports for whatever reason, please do not build 3 starports. If you want to build your 3 starports, you should probably use a couple more workers to build them in synchronicity. And now we have another attack wave on the way. Well, we'll have a look at that attack wave. There's one guy, one Dominion trooper left all by himself. The other guy's not really doing very much here. And Phoenix is gonna go and intercept this attack wave. Mengsk is seeing, like, his camera location is over here. It's on the expansion. Oh, there we go. Now he's moved the guy over to try and clear this. And there we go. That is done. So we'll keep an eye out on Mengsk and we'll see what he's up to. Over here, Phoenix just handling this attack wave, being a little bit harassed by some of the sentries, but nothing really too difficult for Mengsk to handle. Yeah, that one SCV is building all the way, all these things through. And what are these troopers going to do? They're going to be standing over here and look at the Hakkaren. Okay. And the other thing I would like to bring to your attention is there are still no Earthlers on this mission, and we are at 11 minutes as well. Usually you want to have Mengsk. Mengsk usually at this point should be able to handle the attack waves now, or handle the trains by himself. There should be enough Earthlers for damage. We have 2 armories coming up. 3 armories. What? There are 3 armories on the way. Did Mengsk button fudge? 4 armories on the way. Mengsk is looking. He is looking at this. He's putting down some missile turrets. He's now no longer looking at this, but he has seen that he's building armories here. He's put down 4 armories and 3 missile turrets right now. And he has dropped a bunch more troopers over here, so I'm assuming he wanted to build Earthlers, but he
that upgrade's finished.
built armories instead? That is really weird. There are a few hybrids harassing Phoenix's base here, but we got a few more idle guys. No gases captured here. I am kind of confused as to why okay, so we have 3 armories already finished to completion. Like, Mengsk is not realizing, well, Mengsk must have realized because he was looking at those armories as he was building them. And, you know, when they're not tall enough, you realize you're not building Earthlers, and you were building armories instead. So, I'm not sure what Mengsk wants to do with those armories. He's looking at the attack wave right now. And his army just gets completely shredded by the attack wave. So that is okay. Phoenix is gonna go and deal with this. There are a few missile turrets here, so that is going to help Mengsk deal with a little bit of these units. And now there are some Dark Templar. There's one Dark Templar that is harassing this one supply bunker. So I guess that is Mengsk's solution for having a kind of a mineral dump. This Dark Templar is just gonna keep going swipey away. There is an Imperial Witness on the way as well here. Imperial Witness will get detection of these things, and these guys are just gonna keep running right all the way through. Okay, finally they clear up that Dark Templar. Imperial Witness now available. And what do we have in production? We have 3 Imperial Witnesses on the way for Mengsk. So 2 engineering bays, still no research done on those engineering bays, and this engineering bay was done in, I don't know what, 7 minutes, 8 minutes, I think. So we have a lot of production here, and Mengsk is not really using it. I think he is. What's he doing? Okay, he's moving the thing over here. So Phoenix has basically dealt with his first double train wave, and Phoenix has promptly deleted that. He has his Arsenal Overcharge available, a little bit too late, I think. He's not going to be able to get as much value. This is going to be a little bit more difficult for Phoenix to handle. But what is Mengsk doing now? He's putting down some more bunkers. He's like, okay, he's putting a lot more bunkers. He's putting down 3-4 more bunkers right now on the back line of his base. We have troopers in production, and we have 3 Imperial Witnesses that are parked right outside the starboards and not really doing anything. Okay, so we have the first set of research that is being obtained here. So we have level 1 attack and level 1 armor upgrades that are coming up from Mengsk. So I pretty much expect that you wanted to line those things up together, which is, as I said, okay for now. But where are these guys going to go? We have 1 witness. No. Where did his witnesses go? I have no idea where that 1 witness went. Okay, there. He's a. Why does he have? Okay, Phoenix is gonna be teleporting back here to try and deal with this. Mengsk has apparently still not realized he does not have any Earth Splitters, and those Colossi are going to take out those missile turrets. Pretty much the only thing that was being useful for Mengsk right now, and those missile turrets end up going down. Phoenix will go ahead and engage this attack wave, and he will clear that out with his Akundalar Phoenix. There's an Imperial Witness that is getting harassed here by Amon's forces. And where is this Imperial Witness going? There is an Immortal over here. This Immortal is just going to wreck every single one of these 3 troopers that Mengsk has for his army. What does Mengsk have in the army right now? He has 15 dudes, and he has 7 Imperial Witnesses. Where are his Imperial Witnesses? There's one here. There's another one over here. They just parked randomly in the spot. We have one over the Allies mineral line. And we have another one parked over the Allies mineral line. The Imperial Witnesses over the Allies mineral line does not generate new mandate, and it does not make them mine any faster. If you want, there is a whole video and there's a whole listing on mining rates. This is one of the biggest mistakes I see Mengsk players make, especially on the random queue. Imperial Witnesses over your Allies mineral line does not benefit them whatsoever, and they are a waste of gas. But that being said, you know, if you're not really spending your gas, then I guess you could put the Imperial Witnesses over your Allies mineral line. I guess that's not really much of a problem. We have a few more Imperial Witnesses now that are right-clicked onto the train. We are just randomly following this train right now. I'm not really sure why. They're not even put up in. They're not even put up in the. Well, I can't remember what it's called. The Patriot mode, I think, to give these guys an extra attack speed bonus. So I'm not really sure what Mengsk's plan here is. He has researched the Smart Servos upgrade, but as far as I know, I don't think the Smart Servos upgrade, like, okay, Mengsk is not even using the Imperial Witness, but I'm pretty sure the Smart Servos upgrade does not affect the Imperial Witnesses, and he's producing 3 more. What is going on here? I am so confused. There's 1 medevac coming out. We have the Earth Splitter range upgrade for the 0 Earth Splitters that he has built, and now we have an Aegis Guard as well that is being produced for Mengsk. So okay, so we have a... Okay, so this guy is out right now, so this is going to be good. He's going to start leveling up a little bit. We have armor level 2 upgrades coming up for his troopers. We have 2 Imperial Intercessors, so those are the medevacs here. There are 9 Imperial Witnesses on this map and 2 medevacs. And there are 2 Aegis Guards actually around here somewhere. I'm going to try and find them because they are hiding somewhere. Okay, this one guy is lonely. He wants to just inspect these armories to figure out why these things are not firing big artillery strikes on Amon's forces. And now this one Marauder is going to go and try and engage this train, which I guess is okay. It's going to get completely steamrolled by Phoenix. So we have a few more drop troopers over here, which will be okay. And these troopers are not even right-clicked onto the train. They will only attack once the train comes in range. And again, none of these Imperial Witnesses are are in Patriot mode, which means that there is no attack speed buff for these guys. Additionally, I also want to bring your attention that this is a Towering Walkers composition, which is one of the very few compositions where you do not need detection because there are no cloaked units around, except for those random Dark Templars who might aggro to your supply bunkers. But over here, there's one random Zealot who gets lifty moved to death, and that is the end of that Zealot's career as a Zealot. And where is Mengsk right now? Mengsk is sitting over here. He has two Aegis Guards, and what else in production? He has one Siege Tank, and now he's putting down his Fusion Core. His Fusion Core is a little bit too late. I would say maybe around 15 minutes too late. And now, there's another attack wave that is coming up over here. This train is going to end up going down, and there's now another attack wave here, and Phoenix is going to go ahead and engage this. Where is Mengsk pushing in? He's going to push into this random enemy camp here, and okay. I'm still not sure what the goal of these armories are, because I don't think he produced anything out of these armories. At least I don't think. We have some more research coming out here. We have the bunker upgrade coming up, and oh my god, he's finally building Earth Splitters! Finally, there are Earth Splitters being built. Question is, are these Earth Splitters gonna fire before the train gets taken out by Phoenix? These Earth Splitters are being single built as well. You can multi-build Earth Splitters as well, so there is usually no reason if you have your entire army sitting here doing nothing not to, you know, multi-build your Earth Splitters. So these Earth Splitters are gonna be completed before the train gets in range. But now the ultimate question is, will the Earth Splitters fire? So one of these Earth Splitters have been loaded and they are ready to go. What is going on over here? Arsenal overcharge under. Are these Earth Splitters gonna fire? Are these Earth Splitters gonna fire? Let's have a look at the auxiliary stats. In the meanwhile, this is the train damage. Mengsk 13,000 train damage. Phoenix with 120,000 train damage, and not one single shot from the Earth Splitters were fired. And those are all the trains done, and that is GG.